landed.
Hello, you owl! Here is a river, refreshed and renewed, to cast another game. I hope this time you can hear me. Well, now I am really all excited, but when I am speaking this like this, I hope you can still hear me somewhat loud and clear. Wow. Yes, I always casted a lot of races and I got really excited casting those races, and I am a big fan of W1 and his cast of the International Dota Championship. I wonder if one day I can speak just like him, but there is a window in my room that I just can't close right now, and next to that window is my neighbor sleeping, so I just can't speak. I just can't get really excited right now, but I hope that I'm speaking better than the one I was on the previous games I casted. Anyway, this game here is between Luxy and Silent, and I hope that when I get the camera this close you can still hear me. Also, you can still hear me when the units are firing at each other. I don't want the fire to be really low. I want it to be somewhat loud because that's the way I like to listen. And I hope you can listen this way as well. That's the way I want the cast to be made. But my voice still has to be a little higher than that. Well, here's a good test. There is a bug in my home, sorry. Well, this probably was a good test, but there was a bug in my room chasing me down here, sorry. Anyway, this is a great game between Luxy and Silent, two great players. They both, well, it's really loud now. There's a big volume difference. Let me just turn this a little bit down here.
Strategic launch. Strategic launch. Strategic launch. Strategic launch.
Here, I think this way a little less. Okay. We'll see about that later. I'm tired of running so many tests. I already am reinstalling, changing, searching for other microphones and other things. And if I have to test everything, I was testing, making a test now for the value, but now I am afraid that it's still maybe too high. Anyway, great game. Those two players were above the average skills, so both players never played the first round, and this is the first match of such level, such rating. Doesn't matter that players with lower rating will play worse than this. Just this is the first match with a really high rating. I think no, maybe Silent and Lame was also a higher rating, but here it is: Luxy and Silent. Luxy looked to be bigger on the map. It still is. He has more units, but Silent in orange, but Luxy is going with 2 units sneaking down here and a bomber. Just there isn't much expansion to stop. Still he can stop and kill some engineers, like he's doing right now. Meanwhile, Luxy going with Commander through the middle of the map. Silent also close, both helping retrieve the carbon power plant. And here comes those tanks. Big army. Meanwhile, this medium tank right here killed 3 units already, but probably will die for this one, as this one started shooting first and has more life right now. Those units, this army isn't very successful. He found another army of equal size and didn't kill any unit at all, or just one, just left some metal there. And the other army found Lux's commander. Now Lux seems to be in a little better shape, and this is a Tech 2 heavy tank. Whoa, Lux went for quick tech. That's a first. Besides the very first match, that it wasn't really a quick tech up. We are now just 6 minutes into the game. I think that one, I don't remember if you ever saw a Tech 2 tank in that match. Just a Tech 2 factory. Anyway, this is how Lux is playing. A very different strategy. Look how many units it has. Against the Tech 2 units of Lux, just one Tech 2 tank. Now are 2 Tech 2 tanks, and a third one. He's really spamming a lot of Tech 2 tanks. After they get built, after this group of Tech 2 tanks gets higher, gets bigger, it may be really solid, really hard to kill. Now he has a commander support, so it still will be very hard to kill. Another sneaking group. Those 3 now can just pass by this mass extractor and kill them, kill the engineer, kill another mass extractor, and more. Silent's not sending any units to defend that, so this may be an upper hand for Luxy. And check out how much damage those units are doing. Luxy doesn't have any overcharge, so this is all from the Tech 2 tanks. Very high damage, very high. And since going down, since really going down. Who needs to chase you? So those sneaky tanks probably distracted Salient, make him lose a little of the attention. Luxy looked like never had much dominance over the map because he just didn't have units, while Silent has a lot more units. He still has pumping more units, but those Tech 2 tanks can do some damage, and even in little number they were near an evenly match for all those units. They may be. Silent made it much easier doing this mistake of leaving his commander alone. But even then, I wonder if Luxy would have won with his strategy, or if it was Silent who was going to prevail. An interesting match. A shame that it ended this way, at least for Silent. Luxy On to the next round, silent down to the lower bracket. Now we have, in this round, the third round of the upper bracket, we have 4 matches. Very high level now. And 4 matches in the lower bracket. Each loser of the upper bracket faces someone else in the lower bracket. That's it. On to the next cast.